Triple M Grill Team.
We're about to talk to one of our very favourite guests. Got a new book out called Alphabet Soup, My Life On and Off the Screen. Mel Doyle, welcome to the Grill Team.
Hi, guys. How
Hey,
could I
Mel.
not come and see you?
Well, last time we were talking to you, you were in Bali. Now, how'd that little trip go?
Oh, yeah, you tried to get me into trouble, didn't you? You wanted me to tell you about the supposed corruption of the Indonesian government, and I'm standing about 2 metres from the front doors of the jail thinking, how do I get out of this? Thanks, boys. Are you going to bail me out if I get busted?
Well, I was going to say, it would be a good story, Mel Doyle locked up.
Yeah, would you have come and got me?
Yes.
Of course we would.
Yeah, right. Uncross your fingers.
Now that I've met you, I think I would. Now, tell us what the book's all about. It says
Chili
My
and
Life
wine.
On and Off Screen. So I'm assuming lots of stories that perhaps we don't know about you and
dirty
Koshi
secrets.
and all that sort of jazz.
Have you seen the photos?
We've watched you for so long. It's lovely to actually meet you, but so much stuff that I suppose we don't know, and we need the book to read about it.
It's sort of a collection of anecdotes about being a working mum, my life. I figure I'm absolutely exactly the same as every other chick out there that's got a couple of kids at home and a pile of washing and a messy house and no food in the fridge. Just happens that my job has a camera in front of it and I have a bit of a public profile. But, you know, I kind of just wanted to break down any misconceptions that we live a different life. People always expect I've got a limo out the front and a house full of staff and a chopper on the roof, and don't I wish, but none of that happens. So
We all do.
that's why I'm here, sucking up to you boys.
Hey, Mel, can I ask you a hypothetical question? I
Yeah.
mean, there's been so much going between Sunrise and Today Show over the years. If tomorrow Today Show came to you and said, we're going to make you the boss of the Today Show, what would you do?
Oh, goodness me, that's a tough one. I think consistency is the key, and they've been really consistent. I think one of the things is, I hate to bring it back to Sunrise, but I think one of our successes in the beginning was we worked out who we wanted to be and what we wanted to do. So when we entered the marketplace, Today's Show had been there for so long and they were this amazing institution, and we came along and went, you know what, we won't do what they're doing. Let's do something different. We wanted to be light and a little bit more lighthearted and cover the same stories, but just do it in a slightly different way. And so I think that's what kind of gave us success. And then after a while, the Today Show sort of started to change a little bit. So I think for me, one of the really important things is, you know, it's like you guys, it's like anyone. You find out what you can do and what you're good at, and you run with it. And don't try and pretend to be something that you're not.
The 20%. Tweet from Gingell, you got the job.
Yeah.
Do I get a chopper on the roof?
100%.
If you were over at, like, for instance, so if you're over at Sunrise now, and there's been a lot of talk about changes at the Today Show, if you're over at Channel 7 and you look over at Today Show and all of a sudden they start to make changes, do you go, yes, we're getting to them?
You know what? We're actually not as wicked as people tend to think. You know, it's a competitive industry, and then I think that's really good. I think the viewers need the competition. I think it makes all of us do a better product. And also, let's be frank, not everyone wants to eat cornflakes every morning for breakfast. So you kind of got to have different options. And I think it's really important to have a really different product on different channels, just like you guys, different radio stations. I mean, that's exactly the same sort of thing. So I think you find your brand, you stick with it, and you stay consistent.
And Matty,
Is
you
that
get
a
on
boring answer?
well with all of our competitors in radio, don't you?
A couple of
A couple that are good.
Oh, I'm staying.
I read somewhere where you said you've never Googled yourself.
No, I haven't.
I Googled
we
you.
have.
Oh,
I Googled
God,
you
no.
last night, and the first thing that come up, as it always does, is Wikipedia. So I've gone through, and can you just give me a true or false on some of these? You went to Pymble Ladies College.
True.
Yeah. Good years? Good
Great
school?
years. Had a ball.
Good fun. Bathurst University.
Oh, that was even better.
good fun.
3 years, apparently, I studied in final term.
Now, your first job was at Win Television in Canberra.
True.
How was that?
It was fun. I was the weather chick and journo by day, and then I started reading the news on the weekends.
I believe you've dabbled in acting a little bit. You auditioned for an acting role on Hey Dad.
False.
lucky for you.
Wise career choice, do you think?
You became a news anchor and reporter at Prime Television, which is a great move for you.
That was slightly better than,
Yeah, and then
That
moved
was a
to
good
Channel
one.
7 in 1995.
Fully dooly, I'm old.
Yeah, and now at a party in 1998, you accidentally killed a dog by feeding it too much vodka. Was that true?
True.
Yeah, okay.
I thought you were going to say false to that one.
In 2008, you faced court for trolling Al from Home and Away on Twitter.
I thought he was trolling me, but whatever.
Now, this is a beauty. You were nominated for a Silver Logie in 2006, 7, 8, 9 and 10.
Never won one.
That's
Feel like a
good,
big
though.
loser,
At
aren't I?
least you got invited to the dance. At least you were there.
Yeah, but she should deserve at least one.
You'd probably think so.
And lastly, Channel 7's first choice for your co-host on Sunrise was actually Ivan Milat.
Well, they got someone similar.
Wake up with Ivan.
Of all the questions I've ever had about Koshi, that's never been one.
I was gonna
I
say,
can
don't-
honestly say.
Triple M Grill Team.